Seoul's morning sky was unremarkable. No storms, no rainbows, just soft spring air greeting the young leaves. But behind that calm air, there was a burst of news that broke the silence in the hearts of millions of soldiers around the world. Not because of something bad, not because of scandal or controversy, but because of a simple news that is able to touch the veins of longing. Taehyung sent his first update from the army. And who turned the world upside down? A response from Jungkook that was so honest, so emotional, and so viral in just minutes that it's been 4 months since BTS's Kim Taehyung V entered the military. For months that for some army feels like 4 years. No selfie uploads from elevator mirrors, no baritone voice in whoever's live, no absurd jokes that can only be understood by fellow members and true fans. All that remains are memories, old clips replayed thousands of times, and a deeply planted hope. May he be well. And that morning, that hope seemed to grow into flowers when an official post from the South Korean military appeared on their page. A photograph, a single sheet of images that makes thousands of phones hot due to notifications and unstoppable cries. Taehyung standing tall in his military uniform, with a small smile on the corner of his lips that can only be interpreted by those who really know him. His eyes are still the same, quiet, but full of stories. Along with the photo, one short sentence from his own hand was written, the handwriting uploaded in digital form. I'm fine. I miss you all, and I'm stronger than I thought. Don't worry. Wait for me, yeah. Taehyung like a wild stream of electricity. The upload spread to all corners of the globe. In less than 7 minutes, the word Taehyung was trending #1 in more than 60 countries. Army reacted with an emotional outburst that could hardly be described in words. Some laugh while crying. There are those who create fan art in a short time. There are also those who immediately post old clips of Taehyung as if they want to hug him from a distance. But one of the most anticipated and most explosive reactions was Jungkook's. Jungkook was in the training room. He is currently working on a recording for his personal project. But as soon as the notification from the official military appeared, the whole world could feel that something was about to change in him. In an impromptu live stream that he opened just 15 minutes after Taehyung's upload appeared, his face was still sweating, his hair was tied back, and his eyes were red. He stared at the screen silently for a few seconds. Then he said, "Hey, I saw your picture. You're smiling. Why am I crying?" That sentence alone was enough to make whoever's life explode. Comments poured in, tears welling up on the faces of the millions of fans who watched. Jungkook didn't stop there. He continued, "I know you're strong, Taehyung, but still, it feels weird. Every night, I still wish you would show up and say something out of the ordinary. I missed the sound of you saying Kiki while pulling my hand like a child." As he mentioned it, his smile appeared, but it was clearly legible that it was a smile that hid a deep longing. "I have your last letter. I haven't reread it because, I don't know, I'm scared. But today, I'm going to read it again. Because I want you to know, I'm also stronger than I thought." He took a deep breath, then looked down for a moment. "Hyung, I promise you, when you come back, I'll sing you a new song. A song about friendship. A song about temporary loss. A song about us." It didn't take long before the footage from the live spread to X, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Jungkook is crying because of Taehyung became a viral headline on various platforms. Even major media such as Naver, Dispatch, to CNN Asia also highlighted this touching moment. Not only because the two BTS members show their emotional sides openly, but because their relationship, which has always been full of jokes, sometimes mysterious, but always deep, suddenly seems so fragile and honest. Behind all the hustle, there was one fact that made ARMY's heart tremble even more. Taehyung's upload was not just a formality. As it turned out, he asked for special permission to write the message himself, without being retyped by the military staff. He wanted every word, every stroke of ink, to reflect his true self. He knew how many hearts were waiting for him, and he wants to touch them directly, even if only through digital paper and tight military uniforms. Some army handwriting experts began to analyze the shape of the letters Taehyung. They realized one thing. The line on the letter T in Tae is written more firmly than usual. It was as if he wanted to assert that he was still there, still standing, still strong, and still the same Tae. Jungkook, on the other hand, uploaded one photo on his Instagram story, without a caption. Just a picture of the evening sky, with orange rays hitting the studio window. But for the army, it's not just the sky. That's code. Jungkook and Taehyung once said in an old interview that the color of dusk is a symbol of their hope, that even if night comes, there will always be morning. Along with Jungkook's viral response, armies around the world began rallying together in an unprecedented form since the early days of BTS's hiatus. Fanbase groups from different countries, from Korea, Japan, Indonesia, Brazil, to Germany, made one spontaneous gesture, Taehyung Project. The goal is one, to convey love and strength to Taehyung in an extraordinary and meaningful way. They printed thousands of letters, drawings, and poems inspired by a single photo of Taehyung in the army. Each image of his face in uniform is combined with the phrase, "You're still our warmth." The hashtag "You Are Still Our Warmth" crossed 10 million mentions within 24 hours. Even a large mural of Taehyung in a military uniform suddenly appeared on the wall of Hongdae Street, with an illustration of his smiling face and a simple sentence underneath, "We'll wait for you at the finish line." But it's not just the army that's moving. Shortly after Jungkook's viral post, another BTS member who is known to be the most sensitive to members' moods, Jimin, also appeared on Weverse. He wrote a long, stirring message. "I know many of you are crying today, but trust me, Taehyung wants us to smile. I talked to him before he came in. He doesn't want us to grieve. He wants us to keep shining. So come on, for Taehyung, we continue to live with the same spirit as him. Calm on the outside, but smoldering on the inside." Jimin's message was followed by a post from RM, the leader, who wrote in English and Korean, "My brother is doing well. He is writing poetry at night and walking with silence in the morning. He told me the stars are brighter in the army camp. Maybe because his heart is clearer now. Let's keep his place warm until he returns." That speech made a lot of army jerks. The image of Taehyung sitting quietly at night, probably holding a pen and a small notebook, writing about the stars and longing he couldn't pronounce, struck their feelings like a silent storm that suddenly came without warning. Meanwhile, the mainstream media began to speculate. Will this moment be an emotional turning point in BTS and Army's relationship? Does the silence of the military actually strengthen the threads of feelings that have been hidden behind busy schedules, concerts, and camera highlights? In another corner of the world, an army from Argentina made an upload that later went viral on TikTok. In the 2-minute video, she reads an open letter to Taehyung while crying. Her voice was low, but each word carried the weight of years of emotion. "I don't know if you can see this, but if you can, know that you make my day last. You saved me at a time when I didn't even believe anyone could. Now, let me keep your hopes up. I'm here. We're here. Until you come back." The video was viewed more than 12 million times in 2 days.